Hello and welcome to Retro Core, and today we're going to take a look at this. What is this, you may be asking? Well, this is the Supbor. I think that's what it's called. Let's take a look at the back. Oh yes, the Supbor. Yes, I was correct. This is a new handheld from China and it is actually quite wide. If we put a Blu-ray box behind it, you can see that the Supbor is actually, get it in focus actually, is the same width as a Blu-ray case. Yeah, so it's quite a wide handheld. So, what type of device is this? Is it Android? Nope. Is it running the Dingo operating system? No. Is it running Odroid? Not that I know of. So let's take a look at the manual that came with it. Here it is, the Supbor manual. Apparently this machine is known as the Q400. So take a look in the manual. We will see the specs. And as you can see, it features a Linux system supports RetroArch. It has RK3128 running at 1.3 GHz quad-core Cortex A7 system on a chip Mali 400 GPU. 4-inch IPS screen with a resolution of 800 by 480. Offers great visuals, or great visual according to that. Dual speakers, so we've got stereo sound. Dual analog sticks. Dual shoulder buttons. HDMI out via mini HDMI. And supports up to 4 players with USB game controllers. Pretty cool. And apparently it has a 2400 mAh battery, so we'll probably get about 4 hours of gameplay out of this thing. Alright, so the color's gone a bit weird on the camera there, I noticed as well. But how about switching the machine on? Well, easy, just press the button there, and there you go. Sure you can see it there. Ignore the weird looking color bands we've got on the screen. See if I can fix that. Just a moment please. Okay, that's better. We've got rid of that horrible color banding. So as you can see, the system does look quite different than the Dingo operating systems and so on. So across the top we've got a couple of options. We've got list, history, favorites, search and category. And we can actually go through those by using the L and R triggers on the top of the machine. Unfortunately it's not a touch screen, so you have to enter in the name by using the D-pad and pressing the buttons. And over here we've got categories, which takes us through the different systems that this machine actually has built into it. So we've got others here, which actually has nothing in it. And if we skip, we've got PlayStation, Game Gear, Master System and Atari. Then we've got arcades, Famicom, Mega Drive, Super Famicom, PC Engine, Nintendo 64, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy and Game Boy Color. So a lot of stuff on there. And we can just go through them by pressing on the controller like that. So the machine itself has 4 joypad ports on the bottom, all USB in style. On the top of the machine we have the ports. So you can see we have the power button here, the micro SD card, the micro USB input, that's for charging and transferring data onto the machine, a headphone out and a mini HDMI out. And on the back we can see those dual speakers that they were talking about, here and here. Good stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to connect this thing up to the TV via mini HDMI, and we're going to see how this performs as an actual console, not a handheld, but an actual console, and see if it is any good. Okay, so here we have the system running on the TV, and I have to say that HDMI image is really sharp. That looks good. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to be using this generic controller, and we're going to press select for setup. Okay, so here we can see a file explorer, sound effects. There'll be the sound effects that play when you move stuff on screen. Light settings, that'll be for your backlight. Auto screen off. Restore defaults about this console. GB2 retro game. Alright, and quit setup. Okay. And what I noticed while playing around with this while I was not shooting with the camera is that this section has a lot of games on it. I mean, it really does have a lot of games. Let me just go back to the list. And you can see it's got 3,000 odd games. And a lot of the arcade games here are not actually listed in the arcade section. So it seems that the games in the category section are separate to the games listed here. Yeah, now all this stuff came with the machine. I didn't put any of this stuff on there. So let's run a game and see how it handles it. We'll start with Alien vs Predator. So let's press the, it says press the O button to run game. Okay. Nope, that didn't do it. Oh, that's B button, sorry. I'm an idiot looking at the wrong buttons. Okay, so let's press the O button to run the game. And yeah, loading screen straight away. Let's see how this is. Ooh, it's a Capcom CPS game, so yeah, it is going to be stretched, isn't it, as default. No sound. Maybe this game doesn't have sound on the opening. Let's press select to enter a credit. Ah, okay, there's a sound. Okay, so I'm not going to lie to you, the image is a little bit soft. Maybe you can see that on the screen. But the stereo sound's working perfectly fine. You can't hear that because I'm recording this with a mono mic. Yeah, we'll go lean. But yet the stereo sound is working perfectly fine. So I'm using the analog stick here, and yeah, that works just fine. And the D-pad also works. Okay, so speed and sound is not a problem. That's spot on. No screen tearing when the screen scrolled then. That's good. Okay, so there's actually a home button on the controller. Pressing the home button does nothing. Ah, okay. Pressing select and start brings up this menu. And here we can quit the game and change controls, but unfortunately there is no option to change the video image. Okay, let's see if the save states are working. Let's save a state. I presume we press A. Alright. Let's move up here. And oh, we've gone over there. Okay, we're in a different screen now. So let's see if we can load the state. Load state. Yes. So save states work perfectly fine. Alright, let's get out of that. Okay, and seems that works. Should we go? Yeah, we go straight back to the menu. Now what's really handy is we can like games, put them in our favorites section by just pressing the R2 button like this. See, now little stars come on there. And if we go to favorites at the top, you'll see there are all the games I've already favorited. So let's check out Gigawing. Yeah, it's got the usual flickering that a lot of these emulators have on this game. That should be pure transparent. As you can see, there's no shimmering on the scrolling, so that's nice. And again, the speed is running perfectly fine. So let's try an arcade game that's not a CPS game. Okay, so the King of Fighters 98 is also stretched, so it seems everything on here is going to be stretched. But that's not too much of a problem because most TVs allow you to change the aspect ratio. So like this on my TV, I've just changed it to normal, And now it's back to 4x3 mode. Sounds perfect. Okay, let's get this game going. Alright, it's a shame that the image is a little bit soft, but I mean, I've seen much worse than this. It's soft, but it's very clean, so it's not too bad. Alright. See if I can control this using this weird ass controller. Nope. Yeah, the controller they give you with this machine is not the best. I mean, I could get the moves out, kind of. Alright, seems Neo Geo is just fine. Okay, let's try out another machine. This is actually a really good beat 'em up. Oh, that looks a bit... I was going to say, that looks a bit messed up, doesn't it? It's a bit of a tough one to emulate this, but let's see if the speed's fine. Yeah, this one's not emulating pretty well. I can see some graphical glitches there. Sound is also quite low on this one, but the speed is right. So that's not a problem. Just a few graphical glitches by the looks of it. Alright, so let's try out one more arcade game. Aliens, a Konami arcade game. Should we give that a try? Alex Kidd, an old Sega arcade game. Ajax, another Konami one. Airbusters. Tell you what, let's give this a try. Attack, sorry, Airjack. I have no idea what this is. Let's see what this is. Ooh, that is nasty. But I think it's nasty because it's a nasty Chinese arcade game. Ooh, look at that. Sounds horrible too, can you hear that? Yeah, let's get that off. Let's try a proper game. That's the bomb. Oh, there we go. Bombs to drop on the floor too. Nice. Okay, so I think arcade stuff is not bad. It's pretty good, isn't it? Let's take a look at some other systems. Sounds okay. Yep, scrolling is smooth. There is no shimmering on the scrolling. That is good. Again, just like with the arcade stuff, the image is a bit soft. Like it's got a bit of a filter over it, but it's not that bad. It is a clean image. Okay, it comes with 16 Mega Drive games included. I think we'll give Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a try. Again, that sounds perfect. Okay, that was a bit promising. Let's get going. Yeah, the buttons are mapped correctly. Oops. Doesn't mean I can play it though. Yeah, that's spot on. It's smooth, it's responsive, it feels as it should feel. And I suck at it. Sounds good too. I have no idea how to play this, I can't remember. Feels fine though. And sounds fine. No idea what I'm doing, mind you. Part 1. So there are 10 Super Nintendo games or Super Famicom games built into this, and yes, Yoshi's Island is on there. Let's see if that works. This one seems to be a little bit on the jerky side. Yeah, maybe Super FX2 games are not as smooth as we'd hoped. Still seems to be playable though. Yeah, spot on. It's how it should be. Yeah, I know it's slow, but that's what it's like on a real machine. Yeah. I think we're expecting too much here, asking this to play Nintendo 64. Dear Sonic, I'm not supposed to be in this game, so pretend I'm Amy. P.S. Ignore the speech. I'm sure this is a common hack, but I've never seen it. I've turned the sound down, by the way, in case you're wondering why there's no sound. Let's put the sound back on. Yeah, it's not too good, is it? It's got Amy on the castle. Oh, interesting. It's Green Hill Zone in Mario. Come on, let's get into the game, come on. Is this going to be Sonic? Yes, it is. Actually, that's a pretty good Sonic model. Ciao! You've reached Amy. Oh, you've reached Amy's castle via the warp pipe. Using the controller is a piece of cake. Press A to jump and B to attack. Press B to read signs. Okay. Yeah. Let's get on. Yeah. Although Sonic does sound like Mario. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's pretty bad, isn't it? Let's check out Game Boy Advance. How many Game Boy Advance games do we get? We get 15. Alright, what game shall we choose? I think we will go with a little bit of Castlevania. Oh, yeah, go on, we'll go with a bit of Castlevania. There seems to be a little bit of frame skipping going on. Yeah, the scrolling is not super smooth, but it's not too bad. And the audio doesn't seem to be skipping now. Ooh. It's like a loading room, isn't it? Yeah, it's not too bad, is it? That's not too bad at all. Okay, let's try another game on the Game Boy Advance. Okay, and I know you all want me to do this. Here we go. Let's check out Super Mario Kart or Mario Kart Super Circuit and see how that handles. Hopefully this should... oh, wrong button. Hopefully this should work pretty well. Yeah, there we go, all over the place. It's weird playing this with a controller instead of on an actual Game Boy. What do you think, guys? Is that running the correct speed? I mean, it sounds okay to me. Obviously, it's going to handle Game Boy and Game Boy Color just fine, and it's going to handle Nintendo just fine. Sega Master System's going to handle that just fine, and Game Gear also just fine. So, PlayStation, let's see how it handles it. We got Panzer Bandit. Oh, we got Panzer Bandit on there, whatever Panzer Bandit is, and Tekken 3. I think we'll go with Tekken 3. Now, people who watch the Retro Core channel will know that I am absolutely awful at Tekken, good at Virtual Fighter and Dead or Alive and the likes of, but Tekken, I just don't know how to play it. But that seems to be quite smooth, doesn't it? That doesn't seem too bad. And go on, let's quickly run a Sega Game Gear game. What's it got on there? 15 games, Ultimate Soccer, no. Sonic, Gundam, Samurai Showdown on the Game Gear. Oh, nice. Can I do a move? Yeah, there goes a Dragon Punch type thing. What's going on? Well, yeah, there you go. That's Samurai Showdown on the Sega Game Gear. That's pretty much what it's like. Just out of interest, what Master System games are built in? 18 games. Ooh, the Hobble Shredder, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, that's pretty good. Yeah, it's got some Lutz, Fancy Star Hack. Okay, some decent games in there. Alright, let's see, Atari series. It's all 2600 games, isn't it, by the looks of it? Yeah. Go with Kung Fu Master. Oh, straight away. Get off. Well? Oh, looks like one of the buttons actually resets the Atari. There we go. I mean, mean, that's pretty cool, because normally these devices don't cater to Atari fans, but this one does. Ooh, and I'm dead. So there you have it. That is the Supbor Q400. And I have to say, for the price of this, I'm quite impressed. I mean, it played arcade stuff pretty well. It played PlayStation pretty well. Well, the Tekken 3 that was built into it played that. Mega Drive, Super Nintendo worked really good. All the 8-bit machines, PC Engine, not a problem. Game Boy Advance, a little bit skippy on the frames, but again, not too bad. And look, it's running a Capcom CPS2 game here. Absolutely flawless, not an issue. The sound out of the device is pretty decent. The control pad on it is a nice big D-pad, that's nice. And these analog thumbsticks are pretty good as well, you can't really complain. Buttons all feel good. It's a nice device, if I'm to be honest. There's not much you can complain about. So, yeah. I'll put a link in the video description down below if you want one of these. And I got this one from Amazon, so I'm going to put an Amazon Japan link since that's where I got mine from. And I'll also search to see if there's any Amazon US and UK links as well. If there is, I'll put them down in the video description also. By the way, do keep in mind that this did come with its own free controller. And I did try a PlayStation 4 controller on it, but it didn't seem to want to work. So I think if you're going to use controllers on it, they have to be basic standard USB controllers, so not proprietary to PlayStation 4 or Xbox or anything like that. Alright, so until next time guys, keep on gaming and enjoy your games. See ya!